Alright, it's springtime. We were trying to make our way to Mount Yoshinomo, trying to get some nice cherry blossoms, but we've ended up in Canada with some slightly dreadful cherry blossoms and a very cool truck behind us.
We've come up to photograph this lovely Honda Acty.
I think the best person to talk about is probably the owner. Phil, do you want to come in, join us?
If you want to just give us a quick walkthrough on sort of your history with the car and stuff you've done to it.
When I bought it back in 2016, I bought it as a daily originally, and then as soon as I'd had it, it's like there's just no creature comforts at all, there's no heaters.
It's always the way when you buy a car, isn't it?
Yeah, the windows were just missing up. It's like, nah, forget this.
They're essentially utility vehicles, aren't they? I don't think they're really meant for luxury.
So it was originally white, wasn't it?
It was white from factory, and then the guy that I bought it off had sprayed it in minty green.
Okay, cool.
UFO green.
Is that why the
Montana? Yes, yeah. So basically I'm into minty cars. But yeah, so I ended up buying it, and like I say, it wasn't practical as a daily. So I thought, okay, then it'll be my next show car. The hydraulics were the first thing to go on it. Yeah, I like boxy or small things and low. So this is pretty much everything all in one package. Yeah. So.
What year is this?
1985.
It looks like it's just come out of the factory. It's brand new, isn't it?
It does lead on to my question. If you like minty cars, why is it not mint?
Well, exactly. Well, this is the problem. So, I had all the suspension done. I realised it's just going to rust away, and I was just going to be left with an expensive suspension kit and no truck left. And just take it off the road, just strip it right back down to bare metal, get all the rust treated in one go. I didn't want to modern paint it up too new on an old truck. Particularly, I saw a car at a show. That car had been resprayed, and so obviously it had been resprayed in a different colour to what the original was.
Did it have a cover over the bed originally? Like this is pretty smart. I like the brown on.
Yeah, so when I bought it, it was just a normal pickup, and then when I first did the shows in 2018, I went for a builder's van look. So I had basically crates as arch tubs over the rear wheels and stuff like that. I saw another truck, another Acty that was for sale with this already on. It was terrible condition. It was like covered in mildew. It had been sitting in the guy's garden for like about 8 years. Hanging over the back end a few inches. So I think it's probably for a rascal. I cut 4 inches out of it, so that's all bolted into this.
Lock Jamie in this later as well. Let me out.
I had to get loads of aluminium U-section and just cut them all to the right length and bolt them all in place. There's so much time and money just these aluminium U channels. Got my bit wash in there. It's just all literally it's just complete obsession.
Pull up to the spot and just clean your motor.
Obsession of going to the car shows. In there's the battery and all the hydros pump and stuff like that.
Right, so all hidden away.
Exactly, yeah. And then in there, just got all my tools and a water tank as well, so that basically I fill that up before, take that to the car shows.
No way, you got a water tank in there?
Yeah, so I've got a water tank, hose and my gun, so at car shows I can just get it all out and just rinse it all.
But everyone's jealous.
And have you ever slept in the back?
You tempted him now.
I'm not the tallest anyway, you're a bit taller than me, so yeah, you can just about sit in there.
I have noticed though, you do have something to put in it, don't you? What's the BMX all about?
This is my treat to myself for finishing my truck. So this is the final showpiece that just goes in the back basically. So yeah, this is the 1983 Raleigh burner. I mean the kind of colour theme is obviously the brown, the black and the chrome. So it matches with the wheels.
All about the 5 spokes.
Mag wheels.
That actually leads on to what are the wheels you've got on your truck?
So they're image wheels. In their wisdom, they were using 4x120 PCD.
Wow.
The Mark 1 Civic, the Mark 1 Accord, and the Acty. As far as I know, the only 3 cars ever to have that PCD. So I had to go custom, and basically because of the hydros as well, the fronts are actually the same width as the standards. So they're 3.5 inch wide. And the rears are 5.5 inch wide.
So they're going to 3.5 inch wide?
Holy smokes.
No way!
So
the tyres on the BMX are probably not far off that, man.
You need it for the tuck, I suppose. I mean, that's not that dissimilar to what like Beetles.
That's cool. Image are a really cool brand as well. They're British based, aren't they?
That's right. Yeah, they're not far from here. About 20 miles from here, down in Briley
way,
Hill.
that's it.
They're my little tubs. That obviously.
Yeah, they're tidy, man.
Yeah. So. There's no gap in there at all, yeah.
Crikey.
Yes. Oh, there's a bit of dirt I've missed there.
Wow.
We won't judge you on your door shuts, though. Who did all the bodywork then? Because it's very clean.
Yeah, DC Customs, again they're based in Dudley, so they're not far from here at all, yeah. All that's Volkswagen split screen.
No way.
repair panel. Yeah, I don't tell many people that. Yeah, first people tell. I normally say it's a custom panel. Yeah, exactly.
Undercover filthy dubber.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just noticed a little window on this side.
Oh yeah, so yeah, obviously that was the other thing as well. That wasn't there standard. So
Roma home.
So that's exactly cut a hole out the aluminium and just pop that in.
Ah, that's cool. I like that it's got a window on one side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the main reason it was just so I can look when I look over my shoulder and I'm driving, I can see.
Yeah, that's
I didn't trust myself without the window, so but the exhaust was then relocated to under the side, so the side exit, so the under, behind there. Yeah,
it is boggling. It's mind-boggling.
Again, that was custom stainless exhaust.
How much custom work?
Fully custom motor.
You can't buy anything for this off the shelf, can you?
Nah.
And if you can, it's in Japan, and it costs an arm and a leg.
I just pulled those Allen keys out of nowhere. Every like little corner and crevice, there's some tools.
This truck's cool, but it's even cooler once you have had a little chat with the owner. Because without Phil being here to tell us about it, she wouldn't know half of this. I suppose that's credit to the people that made it and people that look after these things. Is that you can't even tell that they've been modified, really.
So we got the engine then.
Yeah, so this is so you can see there that fuel filler cap there. It took me ages to try and work out a solution that was going to work, and in the end that was left from a Volkswagen Beetle, 2-cylinder.
It's 2-cylinder.
Yeah, 550cc.
So you want to show us in the cabin because it's pretty pucker in there as well.
When you went into the body shop, I was wanting to get everything back up to scratch. So the dashboard, I got that flocked.
Yeah, that dash looks insane.
I've just noticed the little QR code for the spec list. That's really smart, that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even know.
Wipe your feet
Again,
up there.
it's one of the kind of my custom edges I've done on all my cars really.
It's so soft.
So this is a short pile in my Nissan Cube, and my Nissan L Grand actually it was about a 1.5 inch pile, so it came down real low. But yeah, this is a bit more subtle. And these seats are out of my first donor van, so the second truck I bought. Originally I bought that first donor truck for a drive shaft because the drive shaft had gone on mine and you can't get drive shaft, so
Bought a whole truck just for a
exactly.
shaft.
Yeah. Although to be fair, you can get a truck for 300 quid. It's not so bad, is it?
The knob and the handbrake handle are very nice.
I think it's Simon Basil, built by Soy. And there he basically gets old skateboard decks.
Everything on it is either from Japan or it's custom done in England.
And everything I've done on it, I wanted to keep it as standard looking as possible. There's quite a thing to have like the kind of Japanese kind of drifting style truck, and on purpose trying to avoid that because it's been done so many times, in Japan, and like there's teams that race them in Japan and everything. And
they race these?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How do they not just topple over?
Yeah.
I see you doing the hydros with your keys.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. Key fob.
Oh, it's got a little slide.
Yeah. It's got a slider for a good reason, and I found that out a couple of times. I was trying just the handbrake, and then it's like, and luckily I popped it up rather than down.
Sounds so cool.
Originally these are the kind that you clamp onto the edge of the door frame, but instead of that I just bolted it straight through into that quarter there, and I just spaced them out there.
And your headlights, what's up with them?
What's up with them?
I wanted to go for the black headlight look just to blend in with the black kind of surrounds. I thought the lighting would be better with LEDs, but it's not quite the case.
Pretty cool truck this, to be fair, isn't it?
It's very cool. That's a lot of waffles. So the purpose of this video is obviously sauce and waffles. So we're shooting a cinematic with Phil and his lovely Honda. You're gonna catch me hanging out the back of James. If any of you are watching this and you're a videographer and you want to know what we're shooting on, Sony A7S II, 24-70 2.8 Sigma lens, 4K packs a punch. The hardest thing with shooting cars is finding a location. Obviously we've never been up to Cannock, so we haven't got Scooby what it looks.
Where we are now.
Well, I didn't know what to expect as we turned up. Cherry blossoms are pretty much dead. It's a pretty busy road, so locations like key to making the video look cool, making the day go smoothly. I mean, it's a pretty good spot. I've shot in worse, definitely. We live next to Luton, so. Hey, assistants are meant to be helpful. Alright, so I've shot the majority of the B-roll stuff. I think the idea is Phil's going to rock up on his BMX, put the BMX in the back of the truck, and then we're going to go for a little drive through the countryside. This is vital. So I've got a little Ronin S here. I do have a Ronin M, but they're a bit too bulky.
and with nature.
Imagine like airing out the 6 foot and a half.
They're designed to bend,
Yeah.
Are they?
so
Yeah.
when you land, they kind of flex. Yeah.
My granddad used to be an engineer for rally.
Okay.
Actually, making stuff.
Oh, really?
I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
Product testing. They had a
Yeah.
skate park inside and he was there.
This is actually a 1980s computer monitor. All the insides and all the CRT screen taken out. Basically cut a slot in the side, so in there is a tablet. And I just created a video, a spec-list video, designed to look like a 1980s computer game.
Pretty cool.
Loading screen.
You go above and beyond, don't you? To try and make everything fit.
Just try and get everything period correct. Or
He loves it.
Here comes the camera car.
Using a skid car as the camera car is probably not the wisest thing. My head's going to be rattled around in the back of that. But that's why we got the stabiliser. But we don't know where the hell we're going, and you need to be following us, so...
We need to have a quick look at that.
Going to the top of this. About to go do some rock climbing. It's illegal to just hang out the back of the car. Yeah, bang this on.
Nice.
And then obviously 46 Touring's got the split tailgate, so it is a really good camera car in that sense. Oh, bloody hell, what was that?
Caused a nice bit.
Yeah, he's struggling to catch up.
Bring you in close to me. I wanna change your mind. Bring you in closer.
Scott, you moaning again?
That's a good moan.
This is the part of my job which sucks. Oh, that looks pretty sick.
Take the star jumps now. A little bit confusing. With the director.
It'd be good if you're like right up against him or you come out to the side and stuff. Because it's rattling around so much, it looks like we're going really quickly.
Ah, you know what that is?
Scott Brooks.
Car fashion.
Car fashion.
Ah, confession!
Bring you in closer.
Really, when you want to do rollers,
We need to close the road. We need to
Yeah.
cause a severe accident at one end. With the police involved. That's suspicious, mate.
I mean, it'd be suspicious if it looked that wide.
So Alfred, what do you think about that, mate?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, how long until we get kicked out?
5. Oh, he's gonna ask.
I've just seen the guy shaking his head and walk. He's going to headbutt Scott. Look at the look in his eye, bro. Look at the front end on
It's
it,
like-
bro. That's a good impression. But we've been rejected entry to the storage containers.
For the time being, we've got, I don't know what this plant's called. I'm
Bush.
not. It's bush. We all love a bit of bush. Well, that pretty much concludes the shoot. A little bit of a different format. Usually when we go out and shoot cinematic stuff, we just go out, get the job done, and that's it. But that's not what it's really about, is it?
It's not about that, mate. A lot of waffle in this one.
That's
It's
usually
been
what
good.
happens.
It's been good. This thing is cool. Feels cool. It's been a pleasure to come up here and do this. You don't see many of these things, so it really is. It's pretty nice.
I doubt we'll see
Yeah.
another one ever as
Yeah.
nice as this,
No,
at
no
least
way.
anyway.
No way.
And yeah, thanks for giving us the time as well. It's obviously
No worries.
it's a lot of effort. You're probably sick of our waffle by now.
Hours.
We're on the lookout for Another car to shoot, I guess.
Anything like this, anything not like this, just whatever you've got that's cool, give us a shout. Keep posted on our Insta, YouTube and stuff. Check out our website for our fresh merch. Hopefully you haven't got one that Alfred's bitten a hole in.
Glory hole hat.
Cool. Right, that's enough tap.
Bye everybody.
Bring you in close to me. I wanna change your mind. Bring you in closer.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks. That's all, folks.